Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It is day 2 of the InfoComm show floor experience live from the HETMA booth C6023, live from our booth. We are doing another quick hit here with some of our good friends and incredible supporter of higher education vertical. AJ, please introduce yourself. See, I always feel like I learned a fun fact before you introduce. I learned a fun fact yesterday that the company's name, that's your owner's initials.
Yes. It's my initials.
And it's your, is it?
Yeah. That my middle name is John. So it is AJA. It's just initials. My mom actually came up with the name of the company. My dad had a whole bunch of ideas. My dad started AJA.
Yes.
So he had a whole bunch of ideas in his head. And to everyone out there, if you know an engineer and you make products, do not let that engineer name those products. That's the secret. So my mom named it.
Okay.
And yeah, we confused everyone because we called it Asia Video at first, just like like the Steely Dan album. Asia.
Okay.
And then after 2 years, we changed it. We started saying AJA, and I'm like, yeah,
that's gonna stick.
We fully confused everyone.
But I love it. I love fun facts. But one thing I didn't do is have you introduce yourself. So again, reintroduce yourself and tell people about the company.
All right. Well, I'm Abe Apt. I am the senior product consultant at AJA Video. So. What AJA Video does is we're classically kind of more of a broadcast company. We serve the broadcast market, but the way that the market's going nowadays, the way the technology is going nowadays, AV and broadcast, that line is blurring.
100%.
But really, the AJA philosophy has always been, we're a company that bridges gaps. We started off in 1993. Bridging the analog to digital transition. There was a need for analog video to digital video converters that were small and simple and easy to use, didn't confuse people. It just brought people into the new digital world as pain-free as possible. And then so many more transitions happened after that. We went from analog to digital. Then it was basically the world of SD to HD. So we made a bunch of up converters, cross converters, down converters, to help kind of bridge that gap. And then it was the advent of just non-linear editing on basic software that you could get on a computer that you could buy at CompUSA or Best Buy. CompUSA, there we go. I'm showing my age. So yeah, we've always just kind of been about bridging gaps and making exciting new technology in the world of video accessible and easy to use. And we're continuing to do it now. And we actually have the coolest opportunities to do it right now in this transition period of like the convergence of broadcast and AV. And then this whole advent of IP video now.
Yep.
So
I love the
gaps.
And so I want to touch on something you talked about, because one of the things in our vertical has moved so much. A lot of times people think about higher ed, we're just the classroom support people, but we're not anymore.
No.
Almost everyone here either also does broadcast or live events or student events and all this, all these technologies. And it's the same technologies now across these things, where you said maybe 10 years ago it wasn't. There might have been I'm going to buy this for my live events and I'm going to buy this for my classrooms. Well, no, now it's the same SKU across the board, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it makes perfect sense. And why, like you're here going, hey, this is the vertical I want to be with. These are the people that we want to connect with. So in that vein, tell me why the higher ed vertical is important to a company like yours.
I spend so much time at campuses, universities, for a variety of different reasons, because nowadays everyone has a production studio in one way or another. It could be the classroom itself, getting that class out to people that can't physically be on campus. They're at home. They're across the globe. I mean, you don't have to be on campus to get your education anymore. And that's like kind of a magical thing now.
Yeah.
It opens up the world of higher education to more people. That can't be a bad thing.
Yep.
So like these classrooms now have full on, multi-camera, conferencing, live streaming type of systems. Campus AV groups, they have production studios. These aren't, some 100%. Kids with a little streaming box and a laptop. No, they have video switchers. They're flying in, they have stream boxes that are in SRT listener mode, getting in outside streams from wherever they need, integrating them into their own streams and sending things out. It's amazing what people are doing.
Yeah.
And it's for the actual classes and the education themselves, but it's also just for student fun. Like, you know, the student AV club now, you're running a TV studio.
Yes.
And that's really, really cool to me because like we're preparing these folks for the real world. And I want to get the highest tech stuff we possibly can into all of these institutions so that all these folks are ready when they come out of school.
And along that too, and one thing that I love about your guys' products is it's top quality, high broadcast, very user friendly.
Absolutely.
And that to me. So when someone's coming by your booth, so you're over in North Hall 7744. I love when you get a good number like that. That's an easy one to throw out.
We kind of pick those on purpose sometimes.
You know, so when you're talking to my peers and they're stopping by your booth, what kind of pain points are they talking about, and how are you helping them solve those problems?
Well, the pain points I'm talking to, you know, I had the HETMA group come by, and you know, they had some great questions for me, and I've talked to a lot of students at this show, and the pain points they have are the same pain points that the guys work in the Super Bowl or the Olympics have. They're like, I have a ton of IP formats and they're all great, but it's like I have H.264, I have H.265, I have HLS streams, I have SRT streams. I've got to deal with all these different things. How do I make this all come together? And that's exactly what we're working to do right now. We have a series of products that are designed to do just that, unify multiple different, you know, encoded IP formats so that you can cross convert between all of them, convert to a higher quality one that's higher bandwidth for whatever purposes, convert to a lower bandwidth one for their purposes, because there's all these amazing IP formats out there and they all serve their own special purposes, but converting between them is not necessarily easy. And because it's all IP based, it can really quickly become like kind of a computer science project. And me, I'm an old school video guy. Like, you know, I'm used to being in a broadcast truck with just, you know, tons and tons of copper and BNCs everywhere. So that stuff kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So we have designed our IP video tools and all of our latest generation stuff to be massively user friendly so that it simplifies this thing. It doesn't make it so that people are afraid to get into, you know, dipping their toe into building a 2110 network or an IPMX network or playing around with SRT streams. We make it really, really easy. That's the philosophy. We want to bridge the gap, but we also want to make it so the guys on the other side of the gap aren't afraid to actually bridge that gap. You don't want to make it some scary bridge, you know, a little rickety thing you got to walk across. No, you need a highway.
100%. All right. Last question, most important question, besides stopping by North 7744, how can people learn more about the company and connect with you?
We have a wonderful website, and it's the easiest URL on earth. It is aja.com. Can't beat that. Great website. All the information is on there. And then, of course, you know, we're a small family-owned company. We're a medium family-owned company. So if you have questions, give us a call. Shoot us an email. You're getting a person on the phone right away. It's probably going to be me, honestly. And, you know, we'll have a conversation. I love nerding out about this stuff. I love looking at workflow diagrams. I love helping people solve their video, audio, and metadata problems. That's what we do.
Love it. Hey, thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. Make sure you go see AJ over at Booth 7744. Catch him online and have a great rest of the show.
Right on. Bye, everyone.